Good afternoon, and welcome to Joy Momentum's Launch and Learn. My name is Godfrey. Godfrey Uzoechina is my name, and today I'm going to be talking about how to upscale your business using personal branding. So sit tight, get a cup of coffee, cup of tea, whatever it is that you want to get, and get a pen ready so you can pick one or two things that I believe, is going to help you in making your business stand out and be what it's meant to be. Okay, so how to upscale your business using personal branding. All right, before we begin to talk about how to do that, we'll first of all talk about personal branding. What is personal branding? Now, personal branding, in my own words, it's the practice of people marketing themselves. What it means is, how do you market yourself as an individual, as a company, as a service providing organization? How do you market yourself? How do you bring yourself out to stand out from the crowd? How do you develop and maintain a reputation and image that distinguishes you from the rest of the people? So basically, whatever you do that makes you stand out from the crowd, whatever you do that makes you stand out from the public, whatever you do that puts you in the minds of people, that make them want to remember you whenever a question is asked, is referred to as your personal brand. So it involves, analyzing your strengths, checking what your weaknesses are, and looking for ways to, harness other people's strength, and setting goals and start pursuing things that will make you stand out. Remember, the idea is how to stand out from the crowd. We are in a world today where there is so much noise everywhere. Everybody is blasting one sound or the other. And the truth is, in the ears of the end users, in the ears of the consumers, in the ears of the customers out there, we are all saying the same thing. So everybody wakes up in the morning, there's so much noise everywhere from every aspect. There's noise coming, people want to sell, people want to get you understand, and everyone is hearing the same thing. But the question is, how do you stand out? How do you make sure that when your picture shows up, when your own voice comes out, it is not the same thing every other person hears, but something different that makes people want to remember you, that makes you want to be the go-to person, that makes you want to be the preferred choice in your line of business and in what you do. So it involves creating and managing a consistent presence where you express your unique personality and your values, where you are able to show people what you are bringing in that is different from what every other person is doing. For instance, somebody once said, and I believe that's true to a point, that there is no aspect of human endeavor as of today that does not have something in that area. So whatever area of service, whatever area of products, whatever area of, anything that needs doing that has to do with, interfacing with humans and solving their problems, almost every aspect of it has been taken care of by either one service trading organization, either by one company, either by one brand or something. Now, the question is, what is that thing that will make you different? What are you bringing that every other person is not bringing? So as we go on with, the presentation this afternoon, I believe that we're going to be able to pick one or two things that will help our personal businesses and our organizations to stand out and to make a mark. Remember, the idea is how to upscale. Remember, the idea is how to make you the preferred go-to person in your line of business. Now, if you look at the next slide here, I wrote something there. Say, we know who these guys are, even when they are not saying anything. So if you look at the slide there, you're going to see a couple of, logos and symbols that have over time, we have over time associated them with certain things. They have over time impressed themselves both in the minds of people, both in the psyche of people. They have put themselves out there in the world. They have been able to cross their T's and dot their I's in the marketplace over the years. And everyone has come to, most of them now, they are household names. So basically, what a personal brand does for you is that it brings you to the point where you become a household name. That when they want to mention things in your field of endeavor, before they mention 1, 2, 3, they have mentioned you. Not because you are the only one doing something there, but because you have been able to stand out as a result of the things that we're going to be sharing in the next few slides. The next slide talks about the steps that we can now take in upscaling. The steps that you can now take to upscale your brand, to upscale your business, to upscale your organization. And what is the first step there? The first step there is identifying your brand. What does it mean to identify your brand? Take some time to think about what makes your business unique. Take some time to think about how you want to be perceived. Questions such as, what do I stand for? What do I want to be known for? What is my unique value? What is my, what am I bringing to the table, as some of us will say? What is that thing that I want to do that will make me different from others? And what does it mean? Comparative analysis is something you do as a company, as an individual, as a group, or whatever that you do to check in the field of endeavor where you want to play, in the sector where you want to make a mark. There are people who are already there doing stuff before. Now, for you to be able to make a mark, one of the things that comparative analysis helps you to do is that it helps you to begin to check who and who are doing what in my sector already. What is it that they're already doing? What are they not doing right? What are they omitting? What are they ignoring? Are you getting these things? Now, when you are able to identify the things that they are doing right, the things they are not doing right, the things they are ignoring, and the things that they are omitting, when you now take a close look at these things and now work on those things, it could be in the area of pricing, it could be in the area of the strategy for distribution, it could be in the area of feedback, as it has to do with pastoral needs of clients and the rest of the thing. How do you respond to the reviews that people give when they have interface with your products or with your services? So these could be the areas where they are doing something and maybe they're not doing something. You leverage on that information and begin to make yourself stand out. So it's not enough to want to do something. The question is, what is it that others have been doing in this area that I want to improve on? When you now begin to do that, when you now begin to think about that, it makes you stand out from the crowd. It makes you stand out from the normal things, the normal service, the normal do. You begin to meet a need. The moment that becomes your place, something is going to happen. You become the go-to person. Everyone begins to want to respond. They know that, as it has to do with review, when people give review, when people send complaints about it, they respond. They do this is an after service thing that they do. Okay, after they render service to you, they go the extra mile to also do this for you. When people begin to know that, they want to go out of their way to look for you. Okay. The next slide will now bring us to the next point, which is establishing your voice. What does it mean to establish your voice? Once you have identified your brand, it is time to establish your voice. How do you establish your voice? Your voice should be consistent across all of your messaging, meaning there must be something that you are saying, there must be something that you are putting out there. There must be something that you are talking to the people about. Messages must be going out from you on a regular basis. People must hear from you. People should be, you are the only one that knows what you are doing. The world doesn't know. I once heard about, something that was said in CNN. I think it was an advert they made or something, They were trying to invite prospects for adverts. They were trying to lure companies and the rest of the things, organizations all over the world to, come and advertise in CNN. And they made a statement. They said something. They said, if you have not advertised in CNN, you are like someone who is blinking in the dark. So, I heard that thing, and he made a mark with me. And what was that? Somebody who is blinking in the dark. You could be giving all manner of signs, doing all manner of things, but nobody knows what you're doing because you are in the dark. So CNN says, if you have not advertised with us, if your product has not come on CNN, if they have not heard your voice on CNN, so you are blinking in the dark, nobody knows about what they are doing anywhere in the world. So establish your voice. Look for the channels of publication. Look for the channels of amplifying your voice. Let the people know what you are doing. Establish your voice. Let the people hear you from every available channel. Create blogs in your website, have videos, have things in social media, have people talking about it. If it means getting your workers at every point in time, let them make a video about what is going on in the company. Let them hear from you. For until people begin to hear from you, they will not start listening to you. One of the major things you must not fail in your business is networking. I read a book some years ago that talked about other people's items. I can't remember the author of that book now, but it talked about other people's money. It talked about other people's ideas. It talked about other people's time. What is it? There is something I can do better than you. There is something you can do better than me. It's going to be, an effort in futility to spend all your hours trying to do what I can do that you cannot do. Meanwhile, simple networking would have been able to solve that for us. So what does it mean? In business, if you want to upscale, if you are going to make mark, if you're going to make progress, if you're going to be able to touch the things you need to touch, you must understand the power of synergy. What 2 men will do in 10 days, if 5 men do it, they're going to get it done in lesser amount of days. Because one of the things you need to understand now is in today's world, time is of essence. So why spend your time trying to learn everything so that you can be the one doing it? Why don't you harness other people's ideas, harness other people's talents, harness other people's network, other people's time? There are things I see that you can't see. There are things you see that I can't see. If we're going to be able to garner speed and be able to meet up with the trend, and it has to do with catching up with today's world, you must be able to network. Network people in your industry, network people outside your industry. Know what is going on in different places. You must have eyes out there and ears on the ground. That is how to network. The next slide brings us to promoting your brand. What does it mean to promote your brand? If you are going to upscale, if you are going to make a mark, you must promote your brand by leveraging on your networks. Create content that showcases your brand. Have a list of things. Go on social media, create campaigns, do promotional gift items, target locations, and every area where they need what you are producing or the service that you are rendering. Make sure you have an audience in that place. Be proactive. Learn how to go ahead of time. Like I said in one of the slides, think ahead of what the people are going to be needing. Answer the questions before they will ask the questions. Meet the needs before the need becomes a need for them. So when they know that you're already answering the questions that they want to ask by next week, you become the go-to person. They know that you are thinking ahead, and this involves a lot of research. Be proactive. Take a lot of initiative. Go ahead of the things. How do you do that? By being aware of the trends. Don't just be there and do whatever you want to do. It takes me to the next point, which is the last point, which is stay current. And what does it mean? Keep abreast with information. Know what the latest trend is. In your line of business, in your line of service rendering, be abreast with the latest trend. Know what the people need. Thank you very much. One more time, my name is Godfrey Uzoechina, and this presentation is on how to upscale your business using personal branding. Thank you.
Tired of learning job skills from textbooks? Meet Job Simulator AI. We've built the first AI platform that lets you practice real jobs in a safe, virtual environment. It's like a flight simulator, but for careers. Practice real jobs, get real proof, build a portfolio of completed simulations, Earn performance badges inspired by industry leaders. Showcase verified skills to employers. Get instant AI feedback on your progress. For educational institutions, be among the first schools and universities to give your students practical job experience before graduation. Limited early access spots available. For businesses, sponsor industry-specific simulations to showcase your brand. Build a pipeline of practice-ready talent. Connect with candidates who excel in your simulations. Transform employee training and reduce onboarding time. For training providers, add hands-on practice to your existing courses. Differentiate your offering with AI-powered simulations. Give learners verifiable proof of practical skills. Scale your training impact globally. For students and job seekers, stop wondering if you're ready for that dream job. Start practicing it today. Join our early access waitlist. Ready to revolutionize job training? Sign up for early access at www.jobsimulator.ai. The future of work is hands-on. Don't just learn it, leave it.
Join Momentum Learning and Development Squad have rolled out practical work experience simulation programs and scenario-based learning on a new platform called the Growth Academy.
At the Growth Academy, you will engage in real-world simulations and complete scenario-based tasks at your own pace, which are all inspired by global brands.
With consistent practice and support, our participants gain invaluable experiences across multiple disciplines such as product management, data science, project planning, business analysis, virtual assistant, business development, technical sales, cybersecurity, and many more.
The Growth Academy programs come with AI-powered evaluations. You will receive detailed feedback assessment directly to your inbox, guiding your skill development and areas of improvement. You can also showcase your new skills expertise by ordering digital certificates, which are perfect for demonstrating your competency to employers or clients.
You will also become part of a dynamic community of professionals, sharing knowledge and supporting each other on the path to success. And we empower you to step up as a leader, coach, by reselling any of our programs as your own and earn instant income while helping others grow in their careers.
Start your journey today at www.thegrowthacademy.co.uk.